Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammasambuddhassa. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, Namo Buddha Dhamma and Sangha, respective Mahasangha, respective Venerable Aparakasari Shumanataro, respective Venerable Thitbo Dharma brothers and sisters, dear participants in our Winter Dharma Elders Club. Very good afternoon. My Dhamma name is John here. It is really honorable, privileged, and happy for me to be the moderator for the interactive talk and discussion today. So before starting our virtual meeting and dialogue, I would like to invite all of us to put your palm together to recite the Buddha's name for 3 times in Pali language. May I request Venerable Thich Damdak read your voice first, please? Venerable, please.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa.
Thank you very much, Bante. Next, I would like to announce the tentative program today as follows. 1. Introducing guests and participants. 2. Opening speak and introducing the chief guest by Dharma Sister Huệ Tâm. 3. May speak about our two guest guests, Venerable Apatare Sri Sumanatero and Venerable Thibaut from Buddhist College of Singapore. 4. Question and answer session. 5. Verb time by Dharma Sister Tuệ An. 6. Closing program, the traditional song of club, I have right, I am home. In this meaningful and interactive meeting today, it's really my pleasure and honorable for us to welcome 1. Venerable Aparakasari Sumanataro, MA Buddhist College of Singapore. 2. Venerable Thibaut MA Buddhist College of Singapore. 3. Venerable Dr. Thich Damdak, founder and president of Winter Dharma Elders Club Vietnam. 4. All Dharma brothers and sisters, all members of Club on Ancients. Once again, warmly welcome to you on this great virtual meeting today. To understand our Winter Dharma Elders Club and rapid biology of our guest speaker today, now I would like to invite Dharma Sister Huệ Tâm for opening remarks and introducing our chief guest. Sister, please, over the mic to you, sisters.
Yes, Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, respected Mahasangha, respected Venerable Aparakasari Sumanatero, respected Venerable Thibaut, dear members of the Winter Dharma Club, Dharma brother and sister. Very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to take the opportunity to welcome Venerable Aparakasari Sumanatero and Venerable Thibaut to our Winter Dharma Club, the School of Buddhist Study, Vietnam. Thank you so much to Venerable for your kind acceptance of our invitation as guest speaker today. Let me take a few minutes to give you a brief introduction of the School of Buddhist Study and Winter Dharma Club. As we know, the School of Buddhist Study is one of the top schools in the field of Buddhist study in Vietnam. We send a large number of monks and nuns to the Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, Huế, and Hanoi capital. Our students are usually adult students at entrance exam for graduate program in the university. For the betterment of usage of English, Winter Dharma Club profiled by Venerable Dr. Thich Damdak is School of Buddhist Study. Evident Buddha in 2020 with participation of more than 200 months and nuns. We are in learning Dharma English under the form of Buddhist English Club that we use English as a medium language to understand the Buddha teaching, along with of all necessary skill of reading, speaking, listening, and writing for our members. It will be a strong foundation available preparation for them to study abroad in future. It is based there for our members of the club to have a good chance to learn Dharma through English. and to understand English under the form of Dharma. We will have would appreciate to prominent speakers, scholars, teachers, and professors in the field of Buddhist study from different countries in different Buddhist traditions. Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, Sri Lanka, India for Theravada tradition, Vietnam, China, Japan, and Korea for Mahayana Buddhism, and Mongolia, Bhutan, Tibet for Vajrayana Buddhist tradition. Today is our 30th dialogue in this series of weekly international meeting of the Green Tea Dhamma Elite Club, Peninsular Buddhist Study, Vietnam. It is great pleasure that Venerable Apparakesari Sumanatero and Venerable Thitbonder have accepted our invitation as guest speaker to have a talk with our 100 members of the club on the content of Buddhist College of Singapore and overview. Once again, thank you for joining us and welcome you to Venerable.
Thank you very much, Dhammasita Huetam. Now, may I request Venerable Apparakesari Sumanatero and Venerable Thitbonder to give your main speech on Buddhist College of Singapore an overview today. Over the mic to you, to Venerables.
Okay, thanks. Okay, can I share the screen? Okay.
Yes.
I share the screen. Okay, wait me a minute. So can you see the screen? Hello?
No, okay.
Can you all see the screen? Hello?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, thanks. Good afternoon, everybody in the Zoom section today. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Venerable Dr. Thích Đồng Đắc, because without him, I wouldn't have such a great opportunity to be here to do the presentation to all of you. And also, I would say thanks to all my Dhamma brothers and sisters from the Wingtail English Dhamma Club. I can see lots of energy, lots of motivation, and the youthfulness from you, and the eagerness to study English. That is very wonderful from my point of view. Also, I would like to say thanks to some participants from outside. So because I completely understand that today is Sunday afternoon, right? And usually for Sunday afternoon, we would spend our time for our own relaxation or our own activities. But instead of doing that, you all guys attend here, sacrifice and dedicate your time and effort to make this Zoom section happen, and also sit down there and listen to my sharing, and also to my friends sharing, Venerable Apparakesari Sumana. Before going into the presentation today, I would share some my personal story with Venerable Dr. Thích Đồng Đắc. I got to know him some years ago, back when I was studying in Ho Chi Minh City. At that time, I really appreciated him a lot because of his great abilities and also talents. He has a lot of talents, I would say. And at that time, I had a very big confidence and very strong faith on him. And I thought that he would become a very, an eminent monk in the future. And you can see now, right? On the Dhamma, on my Dhamma brothers and sisters can see him, how he contributes to Wingtail Buddhist High School. And he really is an eminent monk in my eyes. That because of that, admiration and also appreciation that from me towards him. So when he invited me to have kind of sharing to my Dhamma brothers and sisters in Wingtail, Buddhist High School, I didn't have any second thought to accept. Actually, I just accept the invitation immediately because I convinced myself that why not to have a sharing And I also very glad that I successfully invited one of my classmates, Venerable, Abaratke Siri Sumana, to gather with me to do the sharing to all of you. Very happy to see his presence. I said to him that he is superstar today. Yeah. So very, very happy and lots of appreciation and also thanks from my heart to Venerable Dr. Thích Dong Dak and to all the participants, all my Dhamma brothers and sisters. So today presentation, I would, divide into 3 parts. I will do my talk approximately around 20 minutes, let's say. So it's maybe more. And then after that, Venerable Abaratke Siri Sumana will continue another 20 minutes. And the last 20 minutes will be dedicated for questions and answers. So if all venerables, you have any question or inquiries in mind, you can raise your hand and ask question. Do not hesitate, just ask the question from me or either from me or Venerable Siri Sumana. So we try our best, to clear on the doubt that you may have. So are you clear? So let's start it. Okay. At the beginning of my presentation, I would like to, introduce a very brief history of our Buddhist College of Singapore. Because of the time constraint, also time limitation, right? It is understandable and very rational that I can't, introduce the history of our college in the full length, correct or not? So it's very brief, very brief. If you are interested in exploring more, you can do yourself online. I'm afraid to say that. So the College of Singapore actually has been established by Venerable Quang Sheng in 2005. And within 16 years of operating from the establishment, our college already recruited 7 BA Bachelor of Arts batches, and together with another 4 Master of Arts batches. So the exact year of recruitment you can see, very clearly on the screen. And the most important information that I want to deliver today is probably the ongoing admission for Bachelor of Art in next year. So what you have to bear in mind is and pay attention is this information, because we think this is very necessary and very beneficial for the young monks and nuns in the English in Nguyen Thieu Buddhist High School, right? To get to know on those information, because some of you may have the willingness and you have the wishes to go abroad, to study overseas, to broaden your horizons. So that is very beneficial and very useful information that we would like to deliver. Before going into the information about the new admission or the new recruitment in detail, I would like to introduce to you 3 important figures or 3 important people in our college, so that you can get some kind of inspiration, right? And also motivation. The first and foremost is the founder of our Buddhist College of Singapore, Venerable Quang Sheng. He also the abbot of the temple, Komin for Kasi Monastery that our college is located in, and he also director of the Buddhist College of Singapore. So he established the college of the Buddhist College of Singapore with a vision that to groom the monastics in bilingual languages. It means that he wished to develop the monks. They can speak fluently in both English and in Chinese. You have to understand that in Singapore, right? It is the cosmopolitan society which contains, multinationals and multi-cultures. So that the people, they are living in Singapore harmoniously. So, it is very common to see various languages are being used. So this is, you can see on the screen that it's just a very normal street post, right? You can see so many languages. The first maybe English, then after that Chinese, and then Malay, and then Hindi. The last language indicated maybe in Japanese. So not only he has the vision to groom the monks in speaking well in both English and Chinese, and also study well the Buddhist knowledge, but also he enhanced the skill in monastery management and also in social service for the monk in the futures. You may wonder yourself, what is the monastery management or the social service in the study curriculum in my college? So basically, this kind of courses to train you maybe later in the Bante Sri Sumana presentation, he will talk more about this one more in detail. But basically, in brief, I would say that those courses aim to to give you some kind of knowledge, that because after studying and your complete your study either abroad or in your own country, then you will become abbot in the future. So there should be some kind of problems and issues that may occur in the temple, and also how the modern monks or nuns manage the temple or monastery effectively and efficiently is very important. So the courses are very interesting and very beneficial for all. For the counseling and social work courses, basically they will give you kind of general information and also some kind of special technique and way, also the insights for you to develop your empathy, also sympathy, because to put yourself in the other shoes, to understand deeper and more holistically the other problems, right? Can you imagine that in the future when you become abbot or you run a temple or monastery, so maybe one devotee or family came to you and asked for advice or recommendation to tackle with their problems, maybe social problem or family problems. So those kind of course aim you to get to know on those kind of issues, and then you have the solution for all those issues. The second important figure that I would like to introduce, very special person. His approach of teaching and learning is the simplicity and practicality. Who is he? He is Venerable Dr. Chuang Sheng. He is the Vice Rector of the Academic Affairs at the Buddhist College of Singapore. So actually, he, a little bit of his information and biography. He studied at the National University of Singapore, Bachelor of Art at that university, and after that he applied for the full scholarship from Harvard University. He applied the Master of Arts, but because of his brilliant academic performance, right? At that time he told me that it's very rare for a person to get the first class honor at the BA level, but he could get that. And because of that brilliant and excellent academic performance, the Board of Management and also the selective members in the Harvard University decided to grant or to give him the direct full scholarship to study PhD. Do you know what I mean? Usually for the natural process, you have to study BA, Bachelor of Art, then you study, apply for Master of Arts. Then after that, when you complete Master of Art or MPhil, then you can apply for PhD. But for him, he didn't need to study the MA. He directly promoted to study PhD with the full scholarship from Harvard University. And after completed his study at Harvard University, he decided to return to Singapore to do his contribution by lecturing at the National University of Singapore for 26 years. And later he was appointed as the head of history department at the National University of Singapore. So he is specialized in Asian history and also in the international relations. So a little bit information of his academic background that for you to know, then you may have kind of a motivation or admiration from him. Why I say that I very, usually speak very highly of him based on his, academic background, because you know that the National University of Singapore is very high standard, and this is the news, the criteria to rank the university is 11. So the criteria to place a university is different from website to website, from organization to organization. But for this website, there are certain criteria to determine where the university stands. And the National University of Singapore this year stand at the rank 11. It's very, very high. I think it's the highest in Asia. And you can see at the below on the criteria to determine, right, about the started, about the research output, and about the international students, and on the criteria and on the things. And another university, very, very well known is Harvard University, that venerable Dr. Vice Rector got the PhD from this university. It's very, very hard to get in. And if you, get selected to study in this kind of university, top university in the world, you have to make sure that you have to, put what you have, everything that you have, every ability, everything, almost everything that you have to, in order to accomplish, a very good results from this university. I can tell you, rank the 5th, top 5 is this year. Harvard University is ranked 5th, so it's super high. Just a little bit information to for you to get motivation from our leader. So you may wonder yourself that what on earth, he decided to become Buddhist monk. So as he tell in the biography that what attracted him to Buddhism is simplicity and practicality, and that is why his approach of learning and studying also based on the simplicity and practicality. So he told in the biography that at that time he had a chance to attend the very short period of practice as the novice monk. I think 10 days. In Vietnamese we call the xuất gia gieo duyên, right? And after that 10 days, he had a chance to visit the 4 sacred places in India, especially the place called Bodh. Then he become very inspired, and he become he decided to become Buddhist monk from that moment after visiting the Bodh, one of the 4 sacred places in India. And very soon in 2018, he was appointed as one of the 2 vice rectors of the Buddhist College of Singapore. And from then, he dedicated all his energy and talents, and also abilities, knowledge, and experience that he acquired and collected from those years of servicing at the National University of Singapore, and also his academic background from also from NUS, and also somewhere in US. He dedicate on those kind of experience and skill and knowledge to the students at Buddhist College of Singapore. So he has the mission quite similar to our rector, that he tries to make some changes at the BCS curriculum. BCS is the short form for Buddhist College of Singapore, okay? To make the BCS curriculum eminently practical, based on his motivation of practicality and simplicity, right, as I said earlier. So the curriculum in Buddhist university, not only focusing on studying and exploring the Buddhist knowledge, but also including different components and the external subjects, so-called, as the mainstream student outside they are studying, including sociology, management, communications, social work, and counseling. So on those subjects that he believes will help the monks be more effective in working for various societies. Maybe you, in the future, you will become abbot, as I said earlier, right? Or you can become a counselor, or you can become, religious leaders or advisors. So on those kind of knowledge and skill will be very beneficial for everybody. And the two slogans about think practically or think critically and act compassionately represent for what? Can you guess? This is represent for the combination of our Buddhist practice, right or not? It's the combination and the balance of the wisdom and compassion, I think. Because think practically represent for the wisdom, and act compassionately represent for the practice of compassion. So that is all about the second important figure that I want to deliver. The last important figure that you have to know is this venerable doctor with his very meaningful slogan, "Life is a wonderful journey." So who is he? He is Venerable Dr. Chanda Vimala. He is the associate professor and full-time lecturer in our college. And a little bit of his academic background. He got PhD from the University of Hong Kong in 2008. Another very famous and very well-known, university with a very, very good reputation and image, international recognition. He also get several winnings, award-winning publication. For instance, the Bodhisattva practice in ancient Sri Lanka with reference to the Abhayagiri fraternity, the first prize, you know that. And then another third prize in Korean Conference of Buddhist Studies. If I have time, maybe Venerable Abadan Kesiri Sumana will tell you more about the Abhayagiri fraternities in future, maybe in another Zoom conference. If you get selected to study in the Buddhist College of Singapore, you will see him quite frequently, because the wide range of courses that he can teach, from Indian culture background and fundamentals of Buddhist culture to Buddhist social philosophy, metaphysical propositions, and interreligious understanding. Interreligious understanding is very crucial and very important in modern life, right? Not because we are living in such a cosmopolitan society that so many religions and so many culture we are living together, right? So this kind of interreligious understanding encourage us to, to get to know more about the other views, other religious perspective of any issue, so that we can develop our, deeper understanding of our own perspective and our own interpretation, so that we can live together harmoniously. And he also can teach in Buddhist analysis of the mind and Buddhist ethics, so many courses that I cannot list it out. And also, of course, with the Theravada, background, he teach very, effectively in Pali, and, and so many more courses that he can teach. Here is so many, his publication is just one that I want to show you, is from the International Journal of the Humanities. This one is the Esoteric Buddhist Practice in Ancient Sri Lanka, published by the Common Crowd. With the area of interest in Buddhist history and also Buddhist philosophy, he was appointed as the associate editor of the Humanities Journal, the Common Crowd publication in Australia. This publication was founded in 1984. It is committed to building the new kinds of knowledge communities, also innovative in their media and forward thinking in their messages. That is all about the three important figures that I want you to get to know some brief information about them, so that you can get a motivation to study or to apply first, right? To apply to study in our Buddhist College of Singapore. So now, if you still excited and interested to join, so I will show you the way how to do it. And first of all, you have to make sure and bear in mind that you need a very, very good plan. So do a very good preparation by planning is very crucial in the study journey. So first of your planning section, you have to get information, right? So I just give you the sufficient information about the new course, the 2000 and in next year, right? For Bachelor of Art. The closing date for all non-Chinese applicants will be in 22nd May next year, and the start of semester 29 August. So if you luckily get selected as a successful applicant, then you are required to report to the college by 22nd August next year. Of course, it is very important for you to know on the protocols and on the requirements by applying the application, right? So you have to be ordained as a Buddhist monk. Very unfortunate for nuns, because there has not yet the application for nuns yet. So only Buddhist monk from 18 to 35 of all nationalities you can apply. And you have to be very devout and have been ordained for at least 1 year. I believe that you qualify for this criteria, and you also possess at least high school or equivalent qualifications. So basically, if you complete the Buddhist high school at Wing Thieu, then you are qualified and sufficient to apply. And in the physical condition, you have to make sure that you are healthy, no visible or hidden disabilities, right? And or any infectious diseases. It's very reasonable and understandable, right? Not because you can imagine that if you have some kind of infectious diseases, then you go here and you can spread to other students, right? Your Dhamma brothers and sisters, then this requirement is very crucial. And of course, no criminal record. That's all about the protocols and the requirements for you to apply. So after getting the correct information, and then you get to know all the requirements and the protocol, how to apply, then you need to do a little bit brain exercise. So this one is a little bit about the critical analysis. Usually you will do the compare and contrast between universities or colleges. So you may decide to apply this and may decide not to apply that, right? Usually for the students who are applicants to apply for the Buddhist College of Singapore, they will wonder themselves, why not I apply the Mahachulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya University, but I have to apply Buddhist College of Singapore? Because basically, technically, Buddhist College of Singapore is just a collaborative and integrated program college from Mahachulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya University, right? So it's very reasonable and very crucial for students to question themselves. So here I do for you my critical analysis that you may, just to help you to get some information. That is just my interpretation, okay? This is about the short analysis this is very common and being used in so many businesses. So for the strengths, when you get selected and study in Buddhist College of Singapore, you have the completely free accommodation, right? And the second, sometimes you can choose to attend some social engaged activities. For instance, working to fundraising for the Buddhist free clinics that all belong to the Congregation for Kasi Monastery. And also another thing is strength is our college is located at the biggest monastery in Singapore. So we may enjoy the international or national recognition and reputation from the monastery, right? And as I said earlier, from the introduction of some important figures, the courses of our college is very practical, you know. So you, after getting all the information and skill, you can apply very, you know, effectively when you back to your temple to be a religious leader or to be abbot or whatsoever. And also we have lecturers. They are very compassionate and attentive. You know, not only that, but also they are very skillful. They're very knowledgeable. And we also have leaders who very, you know, have very highly visionary and charismatic. Besides analyzing the strength, we also see some weaknesses of studying at the Buddhist College of Singapore. So basically, you need longer time to study, 6 years versus 4 at the MCU in Thailand, right? Because in here, we offer the 2-year for study English as the foundation. So because of that foundation, you have to spend 2 more years to study, and that can be counted as one of the weaknesses of our college. And about the academic curriculum also, we kind of, you know, technically depends on the Mahachulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya University, so that our leaders also are trying to, you know, to have some kind of changes, but in the future. But from now, we still technically depend on the curriculum from them. So after getting to know the positive side and also the negative side of studying at the Buddhist College of Singapore, so you have to explore what are the opportunities that you may have. So after completing studying here, then you may pursue in further studies such as Master of Art in, you know, various universities in the world. For instance, University of Hong Kong in China, or you can choose to study in Nanjing University in Australia, or University of the West in USA. And if you are interested and you are willing to explore more about Vajrayana practice, you can choose to study in Naropa University, again in Australia. No, I'm sorry, in USA. And another opportunity that you may have is you have a chance to work and study in a complete English environment, right? So you may have a dream to, you know, to enhance your English proficiency. But, you know, I think, in my opinion, studying in the English environment like the Buddhist College of Singapore would be very conducive for you to, you know, develop faster. And also you can associate with multinational friends and cultures from, you know, for instance, from Cambodia, from, you know, China, from Sri Lanka. And if you are a travelaholic, it is very good for you to come here to study. And during weekend only, right? You can do your own travels around Singapore, or even you can go abroad, like travel to Indonesia or travel to Malaysia, which are nearby countries to Singapore. So the last thing I want you to know is the threat of studying here. So because of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic impact, right? So the online study may apply. So in my opinion, maybe the other may have different perspective on this, but from my point of view, I think the face-to-face communication or the traditional classroom is more efficient and more effective, compared to online studies. It's just my opinion, okay? So I just listed as a threat. And students who are excellent and well-versed in English might be reluctant to choose to study, right? Because it is, no points for them because they're very good at English already, but they have to spend 2 more years to study English as foundation instead of 4 years to get the BA. So some of them may, be reluctant to choose. So this is one of the lost, talent of our college. And also because of the impact of the pandemic again, the financial support may be changed and limited in the future. But in the very short future, I don't think there will be any kind of very big changes. Maybe there are limitations in terms of financial support, but very marginal, right? Very little, not that much. So that is all about the information that I want to give you. Then and also some critical analysis. Then for you to have a very general picture. And if you still interested, you should apply now. Apply from now because this is already available on the website. You can go into the website of the Buddhist College of Singapore and apply if you are interested. Okay. And whenever you apply already, you have to take 100% responsibility because, and this is my life principle. Whenever you do things, you just pay your, you just do it with 100% energy and attention. You just don't care about the others' comments or things, bad vibes, anxiety or drama. You just do and take full responsible, right? Be fully responsible, and whatever come, it just come. So before ending my presentation, I would, I would like to introduce one proverb from Venerable Kwangsang, the abbot of our college. It is very important to evoke the bodhicitta because it will give us a strength to overcome the obstacles in our path. So it is very meaningful and very beneficial for you to, to develop your bodhidharma. Bodhicitta means bodhidharma in Vietnamese. So that in either in the study journey or in your spiritual journey, right, you will have a strength, you will have enough motivation, energy to continue on. Because on the path, we have to face so many obstacles, so many difficulties, and whenever you encounter on those kind of obstacles or difficulty, you have to, go back to your inner strength to generate this kind of bodhicitta to continue and go on. Okay. That is all about my sharing today. Thanks for listening, and I would like to transfer my talk to Venerable Aparatke Sirisumana. So after that, if you have any kind of question or inquiries, you just raise your hand and we will answer. Okay. Thanks a lot for listening. Aparatke. So
okay, sure.
I may stop share the screen and then you will start. Okay.
Let me share my screen.
Okay. Wait. I will stop first.
Namo Buddhaya. Good afternoon, dear Venerable Founder Thich Dong Duk. Actually, several times I went to Venerable Bandak's room and practiced several times how to pronounce this term correctly. Hopefully, I did it correct. So, and I would like to welcome you all university and Dhamma English Club members for my presentation. And Venerable Bandak extended his invitation to me to conduct this presentation in order to inspire you all. I think Venerable Bandak has already done that inspiration inside you. So I feel relieved because I have nothing much to discuss. Venerable Bandak had covered all and essential important points. So I'm going to show you several photos and to show what are the fun facts about our college. Venerable Sir, with your permission, I'm going to start this presentation. Here I would like to explain and emphasize the importance of extracurriculum activities. Actually, BCS, our Buddhist College of Singapore, provides a wide range of extracurriculum activities. Among these activities, as you can see, I think probably you can see, right? Can? Yeah. Leadership program, interreligious dialogues, meditation retreats, and counseling courses are prominent because leadership program, interreligious dialogues, meditation retreat, and counseling are the key important elements of our educational background and also social skills. Therefore, Buddhist College of Singapore does not only consider about academic skills, it also gives us soft skills. I can consider these are not only soft skill but also essential skills. So let's dive forward to our discussion. Provided leadership programs that here you can whenever you are entered to our college in after first 3 years, you will be receiving this kind of leadership program course, and it is a compulsory course. This course is uh, specially designed in order to create future leaders with inside the monkshood. So we know when a monk is ordained, he is the main character of the village. Right now you can see your founder, Venerable Sir, how he is leading your college and leading your monastery in a methodical manner. In order to provide this methodical matter with guidelines, we need a good leadership programs. That is why Buddhist College of Singapore providing you a wonderful leadership program. First, you can see, if you are able to see, probably it is not very clear. Anyway, this is the course certificate and all the information related to the leadership program. What is the importance of this leadership program is knowing about oneself, which is the most basic thing that we need to know. When you know that you are a person who are having leadership skills, it is easy to maneuver your life into the forthcoming adventures. Not only that, when you know about yourself, you know about other selves. That is why this leadership program is being offered to you in Buddhist College of Singapore. Second is the interreligious dialogue. Actually, interreligious dialogue is not a college-based curriculum activity. It is an extracurriculum activity because Singapore is considered a melting pot, which means there are multi-religion, multicultural, and multi-dimensional people are living in this country. Therefore, in order to create harmony among different religious groups, different cultures, a religion's dialogue is very important. Therefore, they have prepared specially with the connection of government and also other religious schools and other religious academic together, they offer this kind of interreligious dialogue in order to enhance knowledge on other religion and also to see what are the defects and also what are the important factors we need to highlight in order to raise this beautiful society into a wonderful place. It is not a compulsory activity, but Buddhist College of Singapore will inform when you are get selected, when you are chosen for these courses, you will be informed. The third one is the meditation retreat. Meditation is one of the main important part in monastic lives. As Buddhist monks and nuns, we all are practicing meditation day to day in religious day to day basis as a day to day basic activity. Not only that, Buddhist College of Singapore, our college will introduce you curriculum based meditation activities, and also apart from that, international meditational experiences, which means not only inside our college that we are conducting meditation retreats, but also we are traveling abroad in order to familiarize with different meditation technique. That kind of one experience that we have all experienced, Venerable Bandak and me, we as a good friends, we all together joined this kind of meditation retreat several times. The first time we went to Myanmar in order to familiar with the Burmese meditation technique under Venerable Sayadaw U Tejaniya, and we attended consecutive 2 years of meditation retreats here. And also after last year, unfortunately I was not able to attend that meditation retreat in Thailand, but Venerable Bandak was fortunate enough to attend for this Thailand meditation retreat. So I do not have photos of this Thailand meditation retreat. Anyway, we have been practicing meditation, and also we have been familiarized with different meditation methods and practices from all around the world. Second is the counseling. Counseling also a very important skill. As a Buddhist monk and as a Buddhist nun, when you are running a temple or when you are running a monastery or a school, day-to-day lives, we are receiving so many complaints, conflicts, and also so many matters. So counseling is one of the major skill that you must possess throughout your life in order to counsel yourself and also in order to counsel others. As a Buddhist monks and nuns, when we are living in this society, many people who are offering lunch dana and breakfast dana for us always having different mental problems. So they consider us as the problem solving pillars of in this society. Therefore, they do not hesitate to reach out you and ask some several questions and ask some information in order to deal with their lives. Therefore, counseling skill is a very important skill which we must possess. Buddhist College of Singapore knows the importance of these modern counseling skills. Therefore, they provide two kind of counseling courses. The first one, whenever you are having a trouble with your studies and with your environmental problems, you can directly approach to any kind of lecturer and you can counsel them and you can discuss with them and overcome your matters. Not only that, Buddhist College of Singapore, our college will provide you as one subject called Basic Buddhist Counseling Skills. It is a compulsory course and it will be included in your curriculum in our college. Apart from that, these skills, I'm going to discuss with you the facilities that which provided by Buddhist College of Singapore. Among these facilities, no wonder that we are having fully equipped modern classrooms, and also we are having more than 20,000 over book library, and we are having wonderful facilities in our dormitory and recreational facilities and meditation hall. So let's jump into one by one. And fully equipped classroom facilities are not worthy for mentioning. Now if you can see this photo, you can see modern projectors and also computer. Not only that, you are provided sound systems and 24 hours aircon facilities. Singapore is a quite hot country. In order to make you calm, our college provide you a nice and cooling environment with air conditioning. And these are the several photos of our Buddhist College of Singapore. Here you can see only monks, but previously we had nuns college also in a different section. Unfortunately, these days it is not running and functioning. Probably in a near future, they will start these new courses and open up for nuns in Vietnam too. Therefore, no need to lose your hope. You will be able to experience this environment in soon in near future. And library is this is our old library. Actually, apart from this old library, there is a very modern library right now under construction. It will be opening so soon in near future. In this library, there are different varieties of books in different languages: Tibetan, Pali, Sanskrit, of course in English, and other languages also. And you are free to access to this library, and our librarians are very cordial and they are very friendly, and you can borrow your books at any time, and also they are always welcoming you. These are some photos of upper dormitory. You can see some gates are open, which means these rooms are occupied, but don't worry, there are plenty of rooms for you to come and stay with us. Actually, in each room there are facilities for 2 monks. You can choose your roommate. Therefore, no need to have worry if you have a good roommate right now. If you both selected for this course, I'm sure you both can stay in one room for another 4 years together. These floor and also everything are cleaned by the members. Therefore, you are not no need to be worried about cleaning and all other activities. They are also being done by the management community. So apart from that, you have every floor you got a common room. Each common room got water facilities, water filter, common fridge, and also some other equipments, microwave oven, and dining area for all of you to enjoy. But you have to take care of this electricity, and also you will be always informed. Take care of these wonderful facilities for another next generation. Therefore, it is our responsibility to keep clean these public areas. This is our washing area. After your lunch and breakfast, you can bring your washing bowls and eating equipments and wash in this area. And it is very clean and very nicely arranged. And these are the your washing cloth washing area, where you can see every floor you have got a few washing machine and also dryer machines also. A dryer machine, of course, actually first time in Singapore I experienced this kind of nice environment. It is breathtaking, and also it is wonderful and excellent place for you, all of you, to live. And these are our bathrooms and washing areas, and we are having shared bathrooms and toilets and all the other washing areas. Apart from that, there are some recreational facilities where you can spend your free time. Usually we start our free time after 5:30, after dinner time. Around 6:30 we all gather to do some kind of mind relaxation apart from meditation, because Buddhist College of Singapore understand the importance of mental and physical fitness. It is not only you are mentally must be fit, and also you must be fit in physically. Especially in Singapore, medical bills are so very expensive. Therefore, you need to keep up with your fitness and also lack of sicknesses. That is why Buddhist College of Singapore provides varieties of activities. Especially you can see table tennis players, and also you can see 2 badminton court for play badminton, and also you can see basketball facilities. If you whatever kind of sport that you can engage in, you are welcome, and you are encouraged for these kind of activities. Not only that, you are receiving some kind of financial support for your sport shoes and also your equipments like badminton racket and all these things. Therefore, this is the best place for you to come and study and enjoy both in one place. These are the gym equipments that, as you can see here, we are having fully facilitated gym equipment. If a monk who is interested in their shape of the body and who are interested in making six-pack or building your chest, arms, so you are welcome, and you have these equipments. They are waiting for you actually. We are hardly seen many monks are engaging in this kind of activity. Therefore, who is interested in this kind of activities, you are welcome. This is the meditation hall that recently built, and the first floor is allocated for our new library, and the second, third, and fourth are for the meditation practices. So it is a modern building in a environment of Zen, and also environment of perfect place for meditation. What else? Actually, there is nothing else to speak because everything we have already covered. Apart from that, I would like to give you a very minor introduction about the location of BCS. Buddhist College of Singapore, if you can see, this is our building, and here you have a very nice greenery park called Bishan Park. You are free to do your jogging, walking, and also your meditation practices or whatever kind of proper activities inside this beautiful park. Every evening, many monks we can see they are enjoying their free time in this kind of greenery and wonderful serenity. So this is it. You can see right next to our Bishan Park, in a walking distance, we have a wonderful reservoir, which is a very nice place for you to have a tea. I can see that, and I have attended also Vietnamese monks tea ceremonies. I was also invited, and we have drank tea in this wonderful reservoir, and hopefully maybe after this presentation, maybe Venerable Bandak, we can go and have a chat and have a tea maybe in this evening.
Sure.
Apart from that, yeah, these are some other beautiful sceneries in early morning of our right in front of our college. Very near, within 100 meters, you will be able to experience this whole new environment, greenery, and a wonderful area. So annual tours actually organized. The meditation retreat I consider as an annual tour because nowhere else I have ever experienced providing you air tickets and encouraging you to travel abroad and experience different kind of meditation practices. Not only that, after end of your 21 days, you will be receiving another 2 days of free tour in the country where you are visiting. So we had that opportunity to travel in Burma and pay homage for the Swedagon Pagoda and all the beautiful places. There are so many memories actually I wanted to share with you, but unfortunately it is not the time. Probably Venerable Bandak can do another whole presentation for these activities. And this is one of our memorable moment while we are waiting for our flight in Changi Airport for visit in Burma for meditation retreat. As you can see, can you see my finger, my mouse cursor? Now this monk and he is, these both monks are studying in University of Hong Kong. After graduated from BCS College of Buddhist College of Singapore, classmates. Now he is also staying in Singapore, and we three of us are studying in Buddhist College of Singapore. All of them are doing their higher education in different parts of the world. Allowance, of course, you are not studying here for studying here without any payments. You are being paid for studies. This is one of the must be a good encouragement for you to come here and experience these facilities and also these allowances. Actually, we are provided sufficient allowance. Not only that, whenever you are able to gain your first, second, and third position in your class, you will be receiving another allowance, extra allowance or appreciation token for your studies. So it always encouraging for you to study hard and also receive all these gifts and reap out these benefits. And here, not only I do not want to stop this presentation just about talking our college and all the education and all other things. Here I would like to mention that if you are a person who likes to engage with others and bond with others, this is the perfect place. Because when I was in Sri Lanka, as you know, Sri Lanka is a small island. Traveling abroad is one of my dreams. So whenever I was able to got selected for this college, the first country that I visited, none other than that is Vietnam. I still remember with Venerable Bandek, we started our journey from Hanoi capital, and we took 21 days to go down to the Ho Chi Minh City. Along the way, we have visited almost entire Vietnam. This is Halong Bay, Vinh Plan, and all the other caves and all these places. It was a wonderful and memorable experience for myself to have such a good friends from overseas, have such friends like Bandek and Minglong and all the other junior monks who are always welcoming us to Vietnam. Not only that, Venerable Bandek and Venerable Minglong was able to visit Sri Lanka also. It is actually a blessing that we are having good friends, travel here and there, enjoy our life. The Buddha also says this path of liberation only entirely based on good friendship. I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to have this wonderful friendship with different countries: Vietnam, China, Cambodia, and Burma, and Laos. Actually, these are the countries, the monks who were studying in this college. So this is for you to have an encouragement in order to uplift your enthusiasm for studies, and also to have a memorable experience joining with us in Buddhist College of Singapore. And thank you very much. Thank you, Venerable, and thank you all the participants and listeners for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. Now it is time for Q&A.
Thank you very much to Venerable for enlightening us wonderful topic today. Buddhist College of Singapore, an overview. We have got a lot of and useful information that you have given our club member. Through your presentation, I believe that all participants and members here has understood clearly and fully about prominent feature of Buddhist College of Singapore. Once again, thank you so much for your excellent presentation and discussion, dear Venerable Aparakesari Sumanachero and Venerable Thich. Now it's time for us to come to question and answer season. Anyone who wants to ask our two chief guests, kindly you open your mic and feel free to ask. Don't hesitate, please. On question, I warmly welcome to the session, please